Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Democrats and Republicans select the dates to select their 8th District candidates. Also, Max MoHealth Wins program graduates their first pharmacy techs. And a Wayne County meth bust gives a Poplar Bluff man a life sentence. All of these stories are coming up.
How's your Friday and your weekend going to turn out? I'll have all the details coming up here on Storm Tracker Weather.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins. Thanks for joining us. Here's the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. The Democratic and Republican candidates to represent Missouri's 8th U.S. Congressional District will be chosen soon. Democrats will meet this Sunday afternoon in Poplar Bluff to select their candidates. Among the potential nominees is 117th District State Representative Linda Black. Republicans will choose their candidate February 9th at Van Buren's River Center. Chairman of the Republicans' 8th District Committee, Eddie Justice, tells us their nomination meeting will be open to the public.
And it is my personal mission to make sure that this procedure runs smoothly and is fair and transparent, because we do not want there to be any even hint of mispropriety. We want this to be open so that everyone understands once this is over that there is no prearranged or preordained result to this process.
Democrats have not stated whether Sunday's meeting will be open to the public or not. Voters will go to the polls on June 4th to decide who will represent Missouri's 8th U.S. Congressional District. And now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Are we in for more winter weather, Dustin?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions at this hour, we're seeing temperatures in the 20s, 24 in Festus, 25 in St. Genevieve. Further south you go, a little bit warmer, 28 in Piedmont, 29 right now in Poplar Bluff. Freezing rain and a wintry mix possible tonight. 7 p.m. temperature, 25 degrees, 24 by 9. By midnight, down to 23. More details on your forecast coming up later in weather.
Mineral Area College has graduated their first class of pharmacy tech students under the MoHealth Wins program. Of the 10 students, 2 already have job offers and 3 others have job interviews awaiting them. When support specialist Allison Sheets visited our 18 Eyewitness News studios, she told us they had local input to be sure that students learned the skills that they needed.
Another thing I'm so proud of is that the beginning of this, we took our curriculum again to our advisory boards and we said, is this what the pharmacy tech or the maintenance tech, is this what they need to know when they get out of our programs? And they were able to review that, tweak it a little bit and say, these will be fine candidates hopefully when they get out of our training program.
And Allison says certain people can qualify for free tuition from the pharmacy tech or maintenance tech in a health care setting program.
For folks that are underemployed, meaning working part-time, unemployed, low-skilled, veterans, all of them will qualify for this free tuition for these 2 programs.
To learn more about MoHealth Wins, contact Allison at Mineral Area College. You'll find her information by clicking this story at our website, KDKZ18.com. A drug conviction is sending a Poplar Bluff man to prison for the rest of his life. 38-year-old Dennis Ray Capps was sentenced on 1 count of possession with intent to distribute 50 grams or more of methamphetamine. Capps was stopped by the Missouri State Highway Patrol near Sam A. Baker State Park on July 28, 2011. He was arrested on an active warrant, and a search of his car uncovered 6 ounces of high-grade meth. Because he had 2 prior felony drug convictions and the federal offense involved more than 50 grams of meth, Cap mandatory was sentenced to life in prison. Bollinger County authorities have identified 3 people who stole cattle earlier this month. Sheriff Darren Schell tells 18 Eyewitness News that 27-year-old Jonathan Goldsberry of Whitewater and 18-year-old Shantae Green of Evansville, Indiana, were arrested on 5 counts of stealing. There's also a warrant out for a third suspect, 28-year-old Bernard Willett of Waverly, Kentucky. Officials say 10 cattle, worth a total of $8,000, were rustled around midnight on January 7th. Sheriff Shell says the cattle were sold during the following day at the Owensboro Auction Barn in Kentucky. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, St. Francis County's Relay for Life is off and running. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
How can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
St. Francis County's Relay for Life is off and running. Some 50 people took part in the kickoff event this past Sunday. Chairperson Tara Gann tells 18 Eyewitness News that everyone was inspired by survivor Justin Poley and his caregiver and wife, Clara.
And they did a speech and talked about what they had went through whenever he had been diagnosed with cancer, and it was really neat they kind of bounced off each other during the speech, and it was pretty inspirational, and it was very, very much enjoyable.
Tara also says they're hoping to raise $123,000 with 26 teams participating and 115 survivors involved in this year's event.
The first Relay for Life meeting for St. Francis County will be the second Monday of February at Mineral Area College at 6 o'clock.
If you'd like to start a team or get more information, you'll find Tara's information by clicking this story at our website, KDKZ18.com. This year's Relay for Life will start the evening of July 27th at Mineral Area College. Iron County will soon be better prepared for emergencies with the purchase of 40 CERT backpacks. The county recently received a $2,500 grant from the Edgar Foundation to buy the equipment. Presiding County Commissioner Don Brzezowski says CERTS stands for Community Emergency Response Team.
And those backpacks basically contain first aid equipment, things like portable radios and blankets, flashlights.
Brzezowski says CERT members would accompany emergency personnel in situations such as flooding. He says the backpacks aren't pre-made, so they'll get recommendations on what should go in them.
And those backpacks will be created with some advice and input from other emergency management directors in the area. And then it'll be a budget issue, what can be actually put in those.
Brzezowski says they'll be putting backpacks together over the next couple of months. The Mark Twain National Forest has a limited number of internships available this summer. Recreational Manager Nancy Feekes tells 18 Eyewitness News that the internship program offers a number of benefits to the Forest Service.
We're trying to do a combination of meeting some staffing needs that we have and reaching out to get to know people for future staffing options, and then also get an opportunity to let more people know about what the National Forest is and what we do.
Nancy adds the interns will discover benefits as well.
We want to give the interns an opportunity to get some experience to provide some solid background that they'll be able to show on a resume, and then in some cases to meet class requirements.
Contact Nancy for more information or to apply for an internship. You'll find her information at our website, KDKZ18.com.
How's your Friday going to turn out? Well, I'll give all the details coming up. We'll be right back.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. We do have some freezing rain and some wintry type of precipitation on the way for southeast Missouri. Let's take a look at weather headlines. We're going to see roller coaster weather ahead throughout southeast Missouri. Sleet and freezing rain tonight, a little bit warmer tomorrow, but cooler air for the weekend. And it looks like we're going to see spring-like weather next week with warmer temps with showers and thunderstorms. However, it's not going to last long. Currently here in southeast Missouri, we have temperatures in the 20s, 28 right now in Cape Girardeau. Up to our north, a little bit cooler, 25 in St. Genevieve, 24 in Festus. Further south you go, a little bit warmer, 28 in Piedmont. Down to our south in Poplar Bluff, 29 degrees. Currently here at the studio, we have 26 degrees under a cloudy sky. Feels like 18 out there, current 2.8, 45% humidity, and east-southeast wind at 7 miles per hour. Going through the day tomorrow, we'll see plenty of sunshine throughout southeast Missouri. The weather system that we're going to be seeing tonight will essentially move out and give us the partly sunny skies for tomorrow. For tonight, freezing rain, drizzle, some sleet, and maybe even a couple snowflakes mixed in. Low around 20 degrees. Temperatures in the 20s from Festus in 21, 26 in Ironton, 23 in Van Buren, 27 in Poplar Bluff. Then for tomorrow, high of 45, partly sunny sky. Temperatures all in the 40s throughout southeast Missouri. Then for the next several days, on your Saturday, we're cooling down quite a bit, 31 degrees with a partly sunny sky. Then a wintry mix possible on Sunday, high of 41. Rain possible on Monday, high of 58. Isolated thunderstorms on Tuesday, high of 60. Back in the 40s Wednesday and Thursday. By Thursday of next week, we'll start seeing an increase in sunshine. Another look at our forecast for the weekend. High of 31 on Saturday, low of 23 with a partly sunny sky. Mostly cloudy on Sunday with a wintry mix likely here in southeast Missouri, high of 41. That's check of your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. We'll be right back.
Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri starts in Jefferson City, where Governor Jay Nixon is asking Illinois Governor Pat Quinn to join him in calling for the new Mississippi River Bridge under construction at St. Louis to be named after baseball great Stan Musial, who died Saturday. Nixon's letter to Quinn noted that Musial played for the Springfield Cardinals in 1941 before joining the big leagues, and he was later voted favorite player in a poll of Chicago Cubs fans. Questions are being raised after learning the Missouri State Highway Patrol has purchased a new $5.6 million airplane that could be used by Governor Nixon and other state officials. Senate Appropriations Chairman Kurt Schaefer, a Republican from Columbia, said his committee will conduct a thorough review of the purchase. A Democratic St. Louis senator says the purchase doesn't make economic sense given the tight state budgets. Missouri House members have endorsed legislation to change the process for filling vacancies in statewide offices. The legislation would allow governors to appoint an acting office holder with the post appearing on the next general election ballot. The issue has risen since Lieutenant Governor Peter Kinder is seeking the Republican nomination to replace U.S. Representative Joanne Emerson. Missouri House Speaker Tim Jones is pushing for a state bonding package to help finance college campus improvements, mental health facilities, and transportation projects. Legislation allowing Missouri to issue up to $950 million in bonds has already been filed in the Senate. Any bonding measure passed by lawmakers would have to get final approval from voters. And finally, a 2-year-old Central Missouri boy is in protective state custody after he went for a walk in the middle of the night. The toddler was found Wednesday morning at around 1:30. About 2 hours later, the boy's legal guardian called saying she'd left the toddler with a 13-year-old while she went shopping. The teen told officials he fell asleep and didn't hear the little boy leave the apartment. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today.
I'm Stacy Johnson here with celebrity chef Chad Dillberger. Chad is going to show us how to make Super Bowl snacks just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Relion Group at 800-796-6986.
For our money, especially when it comes to food. So how about a super easy snack for the big game? Money expert Stacy Johnson has an idea in this week's Frugal Family Feast.
I'm here with celebrity chef Chad Dillberger. He's the author of Whole Heap of Goodness. Today he's going to show us how to make a Super Bowl snack. What do you got for me, Chad?
Today we're going to do sausage balls. Quick, easy. You can do it the night before and bake them the day of, and kids love to make this recipe.
What's in it?
Well, dried biscuit mix, ground pork, sharp cheddar cheese, and hot sauce.
Okay, so that's the ingredients. Throw it all together for me.
It's real easy. We're going to take everything, we're going to dump it in a bowl. We're just going to knead it with our hands. This is why kids love this recipe.
I want to try.
The key really is then, once you're done, make them in a little kind of golf ball sized balls, and then you're just going to take them, drop them right on a cookie sheet. Perfect.
In the oven they go?
We're going to throw them in the oven, 375 for 20 minutes.
That's it?
That's it. The best thing is you can actually make the sausage balls the night before, put them in the refrigerator, and then throw them in the oven once they're at room temperature.
It seems really super simple, but does it taste good? Here's what it looks like when it's done, and here's what it tastes like. That is super. This is really good. You have to get this recipe. Go to moneytalksnews.com, do a search for Frugal Family Feast, look for sausage balls, and enjoy the Super Bowl. I'm Stacy Johnson for Money Talks News.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu. Have you had the flu yet? If so, do you know where you picked up the virus? Jason Lindsay, a.k.a. Mr. Science with Hooked on Science, takes a look at the top 5 common places that you can come in contact with the flu virus.
What are some of the most common places where you can come in contact with the flu virus? What about the gas pump handle, the door handle, your hand? How many times have you shook someone's hand and then put that hand close to your nose, your eyes, or your mouth? The keyboard, do you share a keyboard with someone at work or wherever? your smartphone, or even the remote. Here's how I'm testing each of those things. I'm taking a Q-tip and I'm collecting some of the germs off of each of those things, and then I'm taking those germs and I'm putting them on agar in a petri dish. Then I'm going to place that petri dish in a warm location like an incubator, and then we're going to grow those germs for about a week. Then I will reveal to you some of the dirtiest, nastiest places that you could pick up the flu virus. You can get details by going to the website. That's hookedonscience.org.
Go to KDKZ18.com and click on the Hooked on Science link under the Lifestyles menu for this experiment and others that might get you and your entire family hooked on science.
And coming up in sports, the Cardinals expect to increase their payroll. The Blues host the Nashville Predators in St. Louis. And problems with the NCAA investigation keeps Mizzou coach Frank Haith in limbo. It's all coming up here in Sports Zone on KDKZ Channel 18.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
While the Cardinals plan to replenish their big league needs with cost-effective talent from their minor league system, the club expects the cost to keep its core players will be more expensive. The Cardinals had a payroll nearly $115 million last season and expect about the same for this season. However, the club is working on a long-term extension with pitcher Adam Wainwright. The cost of the Cardinals bullpen is likely to double once deals are completed with all the other relievers. And on the horizon next winter are 8 arbitration-eligible players. Blues goaltender Yaroslav Halak will get his second shot at the Predators this week. Halak started Monday's game in Nashville, but was pulled in the second period when he allowed 3 goals on 11 shots. Brian Elliott finished out the game with an ending 4-3 overtime shootout victory. Tonight's game starts in about a half hour at the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis. Mizzou basketball coach Frank Haith will have to wait a little longer to find out if he faces charges from the NCAA because the organization is having problems of its own to solve. President Mark Emmert announced on Wednesday that improper conduct has been discovered in the NCAA's investigation of the University of Miami, where Haith previously coached. Emmert expected the investigation of the NCAA's conduct to last 1 to 2 weeks, at which time a notice of allegations will be released in the Miami case. And that's today in sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you at the news desk.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check at the forecast for the rest of this evening. We're going to see off and on chances of freezing rain tonight. 25 degrees at 7 p.m., 24 by 9. By midnight, we'll see a wintry mix of freezing rain, sleet, and snow, and 23 degrees. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 6. News Watch is next. And don't forget to check out our website, KDKZ18.com. We'll see you back here tonight at 10 o'clock.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.
Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.